Welcome to our show, A Gentleman's Take, a video podcast where we offer a more refined and sophisticated view on everything in this journey we call life.
All from the perspective of a gentleman.
I'm your host, J.D. Denbow, and this is my enlightened, exciting, exemplary co-host.
Man, that was an intro right there. Mac, good to see you.
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
Alrighty. Here's a little rundown of what you can expect on today's episode. We're going to tackle a variety of activities and subjects and offer our takes on them. Or as they say in the common tongue, sitting around and shooting the shit. Is that about right?
That is about right.
24 episodes. We nailed that. Okay, so
24 episodes in.
24. Finally. All right, well, welcome to the season finale, our final episode.
Woo! We made it.
We made it.
We made it.
Thank God. All righty, so
Grueler. It's been a grueler.
we have a few special things planned for today, but to kick off, our two final gentleman guests for the season, we would like to introduce
Mateo. I'm Mateo. That's pretty much it.
Mateo.
Mateo.
And this,
yeah.
They call me Shades.
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 We got Shades.
Shades and Mateo.
Mateo and Shades. It
Mateo
sounds like
and
a
Shades.
Butch and
Shades.
Sundance.
Shades.
Definitely not.
Butch and
No,
Sundance.
not Sundance. Definitely not.
No.
Starsky and Hutch.
Okay, that's even worse. I don't know.
Alrighty, so Mateo and Shades, we all work together and worked together for a little while now. So if you're to come on the show, you had to have a pretty good reason. We find you to be moderately interesting.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great. Yeah,
We said that at the
And
same time.
we needed to find two people dumb enough to be on the finale where everything's ramped up 10 times.
That is true because
So
we wouldn't bring on.
We applaud you for showing up today, knowing what's coming.
We weren't bringing on any bums.
Fine.
We had to have two special
Yeah.
finale guests.
Hard hitters.
So
Hard
4 hours of
hitters.
sleep, we made it.
that's how hard they run. Alrighty, so let's see here, Mateo. Big question: are you happy in life?
I am most certainly happier in life than I have been.
Correct.
Not to bring it downer. Now, new job. I've only been here half a year.
Yeah.
A lot better. The hours and stuff like that for personal reasons. But yeah, I'm definitely happier in life.
Which you see yourself being set up for a future awesomeness
Yes.
based on your present.
Present,
Yeah, that's how you-
future is looking great.
That's how you do.
I have a
that.
question.
usually
Does
just
one
regular.
testicle make you more aerodynamic?
Absolutely. Absolutely makes you.
We're
makes you
gonna have to cut that
I
out.
will shoot. Hey, I can shoot off anything. I can shoot off anything.
I just wanted to get you read already.
Dude, he's gonna be dusting you with that.
I think
one
anybody
nut.
can
He
shoot with
is.
one testicle, but
Anybody can shoot with one. You can shoot with.
But
no
was it
testicles.
your weak one or your good one?
I
We're
got the
talking
strong
about
one.
shoot.
You got the strong one?
I got the strong one.
You're talking about like
We're talking about
Shooting?
shooting. Yeah.
shooting the shit.
Shooting
patow.
What about you, Dylan? What do you think about life in general?
Life's pretty good. Like he said, job's pretty good. I get to go to a different shift here before too long, so I'm pretty excited about that. Nights for the past couple of years has been a little rough. I'm a little too light now. I don't got my tan anymore, so
Looking like a vampire.
definitely time
I
to get
wear
that back.
my sunglasses
So,
at
yeah, I would say, yeah, that's why your shades are on the
Oh man,
brightest, eh?
the nights, man. Tell you.
I would like to say, our point in life is a lot different than you guys'. We are, for those who
Thanks
don't know,
for bringing that
for
up.
those who don't know, I think both of these guys have almost 15 to 20 years on each of us. We are young into our adulthood.
Oh,
Appreciate that.
yeah, that's.
I don't think he only has like
That's-
10.
That's gonna
Only
be
10.
great.
You got 10 on
11.
us?
No, I've got more than 10.
I thought it was.
You got 12 on me.
I've got way more than 10 on you.
Well, that's all right. Everybody's. Oh,
I mean, do you see this?
I appreciate you bringing up the age disparity, but yeah, we're at a couple different points in life. You know,
true.
some youthful vigor on one side and some aged wisdom on the other side. So that might come into play at some point throughout the episode, for sure.
You got to be old.
It might.
Young and dumb to be old and wise, right?
Pretty much. You got to learn. Okay, so we teach you the experience. You teach us the technology and what's new and what's hip.
I'm not that good of a teacher.
I'm not that great at technology. I'd like to throw that out there. I'm just not used to it.
So you two have a mutual interest, same as mine. Not so much Mac, but we're all passionate fans of pro wrestling.
We are passionate, not as much as we were when or I was when I was still living at home as a school kid.
Sure, yeah.
As opposed to back at home as an adult.
Look, man, saving money. We're gonna get there.
I just wanted to clarify.
We're gonna get back out
Stepping
there.
stone, starting point. But so as far as it goes, as you know, I said I'm not as caught up on things as I should be because I stopped watching wrestling a long time ago. But I loved
Would
the
have to
eras
agree.
I watched. So since we all share that, I thought similar to Kyle's episode and teaching him Spanish words, I'm gonna throw a little wrestling trivia y'all's way, and yeah. So the person that does not answer it receive a tortilla slap from the other.
I'm gonna slap the shit out of you if I get.
No.
I'm gonna slap the shit out of you.
No, you're not.
So
I'll have to take the shades off, but
let's go ahead and
I'll take
start.
it.
Let's go ahead and start the wrestling trivia off.
Okay. Now here's where we're gonna gauge if we're gonna be effective at answering these questions or not.
what
I'm
wrestling
excited
questions?
about this.
Okay, so in the mid 2000s,
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
what wrestler announced his own entrance in the middle of the ring with a suspended vintage microphone?
I got this one. For sure, I got this one. I believe he had two names, but I'm gonna throw the one that I know.
Dylan, and he would call. It was 2005. He'd call it down the mic.
Yes, sir.
I know exactly what you're talking about, but I can't think of the name right.
I got
off
his
the top of my
name.
head. What is it?
Are you? It's
Go ahead.
Mr. Kennedy.
Mr. Kennedy.
Mr. Kennedy.
I'll give you that.
Whoa. Okay.
That was pretty good.
Smack him.
Smack me.
Smack his ass.
Oh no! How hard are we?
Real,
going
for
here?
real.
Do it. Smack the shit out of me.
Oh.
You hit me on the
it
freaking
grazed.
mouth.
Okay, I'm sorry. This is like the power slap.
You
with
got
Dana
in my
White.
mouth.
I apologize. I'm not a violent guy.
Jesus.
How'd the tortillas taste?
It's stale.
It's stale.
Take it like this.
Like you just made me take a bite of it almost.
But that's gonna hit him like in the front of the face.
Wait
I
till
don't
it's your
want to
turn.
do that.
Well, yeah, just turn your head more. But
Turn your head more.
all right, so that was just one of a few to come. So
Don't
for all
hit
of
me in
our
the mouth.
wrestling fans, okay.
I would like
Just
to say
win.
my
don't hit
favorite
me in the
wrestling
mouth.
thing was the one night a year I'd get to stay up past my bedtime of 9:00 was WrestleMania.
The Super Bowl of professional wrestling.
I wasn't that
Super
rich.
Bowl
I couldn't afford it.
Oh, Section 8.
Yeah, you're damn right. Section eight.
I had to borrow the videotapes.
I
I
just
listened to all the
watched the
kids talk about
recordings
it
on
at school.
YouTube later on.
YouTube the next day pirated.
Gosh, you know how okay. So good thing you weren't
When I
growing up
grew
in
up,
this
yeah.
in this era because WrestleMania is now 2 nights long and the same length each night.
It's
Exhausting to watch.
I'm good. I'm good.
I mean, he did have his coach. His coach did a lot for him.
We'll talk about his wrestling coach a little bit.
So yeah, interesting.
Oh,
So we do. That's right. You're a wrestler,
I was a
were.
wrestler.
not a
yes.
professional wrestler.
Not a professional
Qualifier.
wrestler, no. But I do have a good story.
Tell
my
us.
my very first match, I went out there and I drop kicked the kid right off the whistle. And my dad had to pull me to the side and tell me this wasn't that type of wrestling. So it was a pretty good story. I
brought the
think
chair out.
it's got filmed somewhere. I think it might be filmed. It might
Could you
not.
imagine
So
him
you-
drop kicking somebody?
So you wrestled from the time you were little until you went through high school,
Yes.
and you were pretty successful in high school?
I got third in state my junior year, and then I won it my senior year. So
Okay. So
Then
you
I-
were a state champ in high school,
yes.
and then you went to college.
I went to a junior college, yes.
You went to a junior college, and you wrestled in junior college.
I did. Was a national qualifier there. Pretty proud of how
That is difficult, folks. That's very difficult.
pretty proud of how
Mm-hmm.
it ended. Not the greatest show at nationals, but
But
The
you
journey
made
to
it
get
to the
there,
show.
though.
overall,
You made it to the show, which was
overall,
Yeah.
overall was a great for me in learning how to knuckle down and work when it needs done.
and that was just a handful of years ago.
Yeah, about 5 years ago, I hung them up. So I would say to anyone out there, if you want your child to have a great discipline or learn hard work, wrestling's great for that.
Yeah.
It's not for everybody, but if they have an interest in it, let them explore it. Rabbit.
All right, so now that we have that deep introspective on life and how we view things, hey, what do you say we get started and go right into the pop culture segment, huh?
We should.
Let's do it.
Sounds good to me.
So, Mateo, I hear you like food.
I do like food. I'm a
Foodie?
foodie. I do some crazy creations with certain fast food restaurants.
Such as?
Arby's, Whataburger, some McDonald's.
Wait, what was the second one that you said?
Yeah, what'd you say right there?
Whataburger.
You normally don't say that. What do you
I
normally
do.
say?
I do say Whata.
The Wada?
The Whata. I'll go to Whata.
Nice.
I know it drives Mac crazy. I'll say, go grab us some Whata, or go get us water, or I'm gonna go to Whata. It drives him nuts.
Yep.
You know, that was the first thing I ever heard you say at where we work. That I'm just like, everyone. You said it. Everyone reacted to it, and that's probably the first time you ever made me laugh.
Well, I'm glad that I made you laugh. That's what I've called it ever since it's been Whata. You want to go grab Whata?
The hard part for me to get over was the fact that you tried to pitch it as if everybody calls it that.
Everybody that's in my friend group, my personal friend group, they definitely say Whata.
Well, you said this generation at first, and I'm a part
I
of it.
did
and
say this
definitely don't say
generation, and he does not agree with it, and we are
Okay.
definitely same generation.
So it's your friend group.
I guess maybe it's just where I grew up. We call it Whata.
Interesting. So you just shorten already short words to shorter words.
Yes. I know you say it's one more syllable for burger.
No, it's 2 syllables.
2 syllables for burger.
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 I was waiting for somebody to catch that.
So Mateo, you've got a story about Whataburger.
I do. I actually DM'd Whataburger on Twitter to see if they would put one of my creations on the menu full time.
Which was?
So you take the honey barbecue chicken sandwich and you substitute the barbecue for honey butter, which is what you get on a honey butter chicken biscuit. But the great thing is that it comes with cheese. So it gives you a little salty and sweet element, which some people don't like. I am a fan of, though.
And it tastes good.
Tastes great.
What did they tell you?
They actually DM'd me back and said that is the beauty in customization. So I don't think they liked my marketing probably was just like, that's such a great idea.
It sounds
We
like they
just
don't
can't
wanna give
even
you
put
any
it
money.
on the. I wasn't even asking for money. I just wanted to be able to order it quicker.
And they said no.
They said no.
So you want chicken, biscuit, cheese,
It's not a biscuit
and
though.
butter.
It's Texas toast.
Okay, so you want chicken, toast, honey butter, and cheese.
Yes,
That
it's
sounds
great.
disgusting.
It's great.
What do you call the sandwich?
I don't have a name for it actually. I just
Well, this is your opportunity to debut it to the world. What would you call
That's
it?
why I got rejected.
because I didn't have a name.
Yeah, you got to come up with a name. What would you do?
The Zesty
for a
Mateo.
Klondike
I say
bar?
Mateo Monster.
Mateo Monster. I mean, I wouldn't name it after myself. I would just go for, I don't know, heaven between Texas. I guess let's just call it that.
Heaven between Texas.
Heaven between Texas.
I couldn't. You put me on the spot. I'm not a great namer, but
Give him like 5
that's what I would go for.
Interesting.
Um,
Did you play sports in high school, Dylan? I mean,
a little bit.
did you play sports in high school, Shades?
Shades.
Let's cut that. But yeah, I played sports.
What sports?
I played 2. I
Elaborate.
played baseball and football.
What did you play in baseball?
Definitely
First baseman and
baseball
pitcher.
guy.
First baseman and pitcher.
baseball player, huh?
Yep.
Big baseball.
My man.
Chicago.
And then
Cubs
you said
fan, Denbo?
baseball and what?
Football.
White Sox fan.
Football. What
White
what
Sox
position in
fan.
football?
Safety.
Dodgers fan.
Safety and football. Nice. Were you good?
Football, I played for a little bit, so I wasn't like too good, so I can't say that. But baseball, I played for a while, and I was pretty good at baseball.
If we went to the field right now and I gave you a baseball, could you strike me out? No shot.
No
if we
shot.
went to
Give me a real baseball, not some
right, a
little wiffle
real
ball.
baseball. If we went to the field right now, could I strike you out?
No, not with a real baseball. You could not.
I find this doubtful. We might have to do
We might have to go to
take.
get a
we
bat
might
and a
have
ball.
to.
I do sense a challenge in the future.
A near challenge coming up real quick.
Season 2 kickoff.
We're definitely going to have to do it.
I'm interested.
That'd be pretty good.
It's
I gotta
baseball.
warm
I'm
up the
in.
cannon over the summer.
You gotta make sure you don't tear the rotator
Yeah,
cuff.
right.
I gotta warm up the cannon.
Pop the shoulder out of place.
That's right, because I keep forgetting our age.
Like you mentioned earlier, these bones are old. These tendons are a little creaky, so
A little
I have to
creaky.
warm it up a little bit.
Whoa, do you hear that? That was the wrestling bell right there.
Ding, 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 ding.
All right, trivia time. Here we go. Who were the members of the tag team called Rated RKO?
It'd be RK Bro,
I-
RKO Bro, and then Randy Orton, wouldn't it? Something like that.
Rated R.
Oh.
Rated R.
Rated R.
I know.
KO.
I know this
Okay.
one. Do you know this one too?
I don't even know who those two are.
You definitely know who the person who has the RKO. You definitely know that person.
And what about the other part of it? Rated R.
Pretty
KO.
pretty legendary guy.
No, the only people I can think of.
I think you know him.
He was also in another tag team
He was another tag team.
with
like the Miz or something.
no. He was in another tag team with.
Well, let's just say he's not rated PG. He's not rated PG-13.
He's rated R.
Rated R.
The rated R superstar Edge.
Oh my. I knew the first part of it, but I didn't know the other half.
So it's Edge and
Randy Orton.
Randy Orton. There it is.
So Mateo really likes wrestling.
I was really into it. I'm telling you, I watched it every Monday. Every Monday night was our wrestling night.
He still does it, and he
with,
wears a singlet while he does it.
I do not.
And and belly rolls with his coach.
Whoa.
That's
They
a
get some
difference.
tummy time together.
You
like
can't talk
preschoolers.
about.
That
Whoa.
is terrible.
Okay.
The
be
first
fair.
time I talked to you, I'm pretty
wait,
sure
wait.
you talked about belly rolling with your coach.
We're skipping tortilla time.
Yeah,
Ah.
okay. My bad. But you can't skip that, bro. Go ahead. Don't,
Okay.
don't hit me in the mouth.
That's what I'm saying. You got to turn to me then.
Hit. Which side are you going? Are you going
I'm
left
going.
or right?
I'm going this
okay.
way. Okay.
Go. Okay, there you go.
You still hit like a bitch.
That was a
Man,
gentleman's.
He's basically got 2 freebies so far. Like, get him. Did you not watch how we do tortillas
Yeah,
here?
I actually.
I did,
you can
but-
hear how
Here,
you guys did
we're-
the tortillas.
We're upping the challenge. The next time one of you guys slaps like that again, we're taking your tortilla and slapping you.
Oh, okay. So I've got to just try.
You
got to
actually hit each other,
Alrighty.
or they get to hit you.
I'll smack the shit out of him.
So
I got you.
Shades, how did that make you feel?
It didn't-
Depressed.
I mean, a little depressing, but obviously he wears singlets and watches wrestling a lot, so I mean, can't really do much about it.
So you don't watch wrestling anymore?
No, I haven't watched it since I was probably about 15, honestly.
What do you watch now?
I watch a couple different things. One of them, Lethal Weapon, though. I just started watching Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, Lethal Weapon.
The movies or the series on TV?
Definitely not the movie.
The series.
Okay, so you started Lethal Weapon, the series. Most people don't realize they made a series about that.
I didn't.
But those that are familiar with the movie, I can tell you, I've seen it. It's a good series. It's actually a pretty good series.
It started off pretty good. I like it so far.
Don't watch the movies and compare it. Just it's its own thing, but it's it's got Riggs, it's Murtaugh, but it's in the modern age and it's badass.
I don't want to spoil because I don't know where you're at.
You're season 1, right?
No, I'm past. I'm where to Riggs is gone.
Okay, so
yeah.
you're season 3.
I stopped
So
watching.
you ruined it for somebody like me.
Oh yeah, basically.
Well,
I don't think you're gonna watch it.
I don't think you're gonna watch it either.
Yeah, I don't
That's
think
true.
But I stopped watching after they got rid of Riggs because I liked that character a lot.
They always do it in season 3 because in
It was-
Dexter
yeah.
they killed, and my wife stopped watching Dexter because of it.
Dexter's a great show.
She stopped watching. She's like, I can't believe they did that.
Funny thing
I'm
about
like-
Lethal Weapon, the reason he's gone is because there was a disagreement between him and his co-star, and they just found a reason to get rid of him. But I kept watching. I was ready to be done too, but they announced Stifler to be his replacement. Stifler.
I did watch the first few episodes with him, and I thought he was a good replacement, but he didn't have that wild look. He had the
I mean,
long hair, the wild guy that he was supposed to be playing. He had like a,
Yeah, he wasn't playing the character of Riggs anymore. He was just somebody new completely, but he was supposed to be the lethal weapon, so to speak.
Right.
And let me tell you, I actually glad I stayed and finished the show, even though it was like a half season. Season 3 is like a half season.
Yeah.
And I'm very forgiving. You know how we were talking about Zac Efron earlier
Yeah.
and how we
Of
love
course.
him. We're Zac Efron supporters here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they were having a bromance over him.
Yeah, man.
Big time.
You talk about Stifler, Sean William Scott. I'll watch him within anything. I've loved him since I saw him in American Pie. I don't know why, but I'm just like, I love everything he does. Cracks me up. So, fine, I'll watch Lethal Weapon.
I still watch that. I'm on the episode past where he started, like where he actually got into the show.
Yeah.
And I feel like I can continue watching it. He's doing all right, but you know, like he said, it's not like Riggs.
It ends pretty strong, so
You know,
at least it got an ending.
Another show to bring up another old. Have you watched House of the Red Dragon?
House of the Red Dragon.
Or is that what the prequel for Game of Thrones is called?
Oh, yeah, House of the Dragon. Yeah, I'll watch that.
Is it any good? Is it as good as Game of Thrones?
Here we go.
It's not good at all. Then
There we go.
if it's anything like Game of Thrones, it's terrible.
It's very Game of Thronesy, if you will. I don't know. It's first season. It's pretty strong. There are things about it, and of course, characters that'll piss you off, like the Lannisters do, and Game of Thrones and other ones.
Correct.
But it's dark. It's really dark. Now, what really surprised me was
Like dark, like it's dark outside, or dark like
it's got there's some
like
things
season 6 of The Walking Dead dark, or
like seasons 3 and 5 of Game of Thrones dark. Like, you know, all these things are happening, and you're just like, do I really want to keep watching this? It's like my spirits are taking a hit on this. You know, I'm getting bummed out here. And the thing that surprised me the most though is at the end of the first episode, they finally revealed the theme song. They didn't have it in the opening credits, and I'm like, oh, it's the Game of Thrones song, just really ramped up. So I was like, I'm surprised they still use the same song. But yeah, it's worth a watch.
I'll have to give it a watch then.
Yeah.
I won't be.
Oh.
No.
I just can't get into that. I don't know anything like Game of Thrones.
What about you, Dylan? How many you get to spend any time with any video games?
Most definitely. I play with Mac over here a lot. Me and him game quite a bit.
What's your favorite one to game?
It's a mix between a couple of them. Here lately, it's Modern Warfare 2. Just like everybody, you know, that's just a game that everybody seems to enjoy. And then also Rocket League, but you can only handle so much before you just want to toss your controller at your TV or anywhere in the room. Just really fast.
Dylan, I mean, Shades, his doppelganger is dude from Malibu's Most Wanted. In the movie Malibu's Most Wanted.
It's a lifestyle.
Traffic, looking for my chapstick, feeling kind of car sick. There goes a Ford Maverick.
That's why. Okay, I just got an entire
Jamie
new
Kennedy.
meme.
Jamie Kennedy from Scream, yeah.
Jesus,
what?
that is
I just
terrible.
got an entire new meme. That little rap you just did there. I've heard that several times at work.
Yeah, they
And
say
now
it.
you know why.
And
They
it's
say
to
it to
him?
me.
Yeah, it's to
Okay.
him.
All
Okay.
the
He's like
drivers
Malibu's
say
Most
that to
Wanted.
me.
He says he walks in. He's like, what kind of dumbass shit do you say?
I say a bunch of dumb stuff, man. Some of it is not appropriate for this show.
You just say like
You have a catchphrase I like.
you would use glizzy.
Shit makes me sick.
Yeah, shit makes me sick. What's the other one?
Smells like beef
Little-
in here.
Smells like
It
beef.
smells like beef.
Little
Team
baby
beef.
boy lips.
Oh,
Baby boy lips.
I wasn't gonna say that one on the show.
What's
I got the number. I got
Jared Perry.
I know what Denbow is talking about. He's talking about Dylan walking in, and it'll change the mood of every person in there. He just walks in and says, "What's up? You're looking at 171 pounds of grown ass
man.
man."
Yeah, this is 170 pounds. Oh, I round
But
down.
I round down.
I round down. You know, just I just keep it calm.
It will
You're a
change.
humble dude. You round down to
Yeah.
We should have done that in the intro.
It will. It
I'm
will
real
change.
humble.
It will change
My
the
name's
attitude
Shades.
at
I'm
work.
170 pounds, a grown ass man, rounded down.
All muscle though.
All right, you crazy gentlemen. Let's go ahead and go to what we really came here for.
Let's get it.
The crazy take.
You have a deep, dark secret that could get you locked away forever. Okay? The FBI just found out. They're on their way. They're going to be here in 20 minutes. What do you do?
Do you want to go first?
I mean, it's up to you. I got my
Step-by-step
Go ahead.
breakdown.
Go ahead.
Step by
You go
step,
first.
tell us exactly what you do in that 20-minute span.
Honest to God, it's the FBI. You're gonna be on a wanted list. I'm going out wanted, dead or alive. I'm guns blazing. I got a lot of bullets. I got a couple guns. Screw it.
Here at the studio right now.
Oh no. Oh, right now. Oh.
Right now.
Okay.
Oh,
so
they're on the way here.
Yeah.
like here.
Your phone's been beeping like crazy. So you pick it up and it's like FBI's on their way. They'll be there in 20.
I'm
do you
definitely
do?
still in Mateo's car because that's my ride. And then I am running, and I'm gonna go out to the Goonies, where this old cabin is.
The Goonies?
Yeah.
Out into a
Boonies?
hauler.
No.
Into a hauler.
Basically, yes, holler.
He's going to a hauler. I'm gonna have to
You're
agree.
going to try and disappear, basically.
Basically.
I think Denbow would allow me, but I would take his truck instead of my car.
Because yours was stolen.
Well, yeah, mine was stolen.
Yours was definitely
But-
stolen.
I would take your truck instead of my car. That way, I'd at least get a slight head start.
But he'd be an accomplice in the.
Not if
Problem
you would tell him I forced it from you.
So
Well-
now you have more charges?
You better wait for me to go to the
You
bathroom.
just told me You just told me I had a secret. I'm going away forever. You think I'm worried about stealing Denbow's truck?
Yeah, it's FBI. You said we're going away forever.
And secondly, if I have a
down.
secret that big where I'm going away, I've got to have some powerful friends.
But you don't.
I'm just. What is the?
Your life right now, as is, you don't got no powerful friends.
No, yeah, but
Besides me.
what's the secret? I killed the president. I mean,
Maybe.
they have hologrammed him like the Pope.
I mean, it wasn't hard to knock Sleepy Joe off.
Oh
No.
no!
He just accidentally tapped him and he's like,
Come
fell
on,
off the
man.
podium.
I don't.
Come on, man.
I would have to say I would take Denbow's car or truck, and then you'd have to try and get out of the country. So I'd probably go to my old boss's friend who is a pilot and owns a plane, and I would just have him get me out of the country. I'm going non-extradite, which I'd probably just have to look that up on the phone on the way somewhere.
So where's he going to stop to get fuel for this
Man.
plane to get you out of the country?
These plans are not working out so
Where,
far.
Yeah,
what do you
like,
say?
you're
You
gonna-
don't think I can make it
you're gonna
to?
have to make a stop before.
But okay, so before I tell you why your plan is flawed, let JD go, because there's a piece missing from both of you so far. That's a big time. Already got you busted. So keep going.
So first thing I'm going to do is tell my wife goodbye, and I love her. I'm going to. I have a go bag in scenarios. You know, I'm going to leave my phone here, and then I'm going to steal Mac's car, and I'm going to head south. I'm going south.
Okay, so 20 minutes after you find out they're here, Denbow's truck, Mateo's car, my car, all of those are equipped with GPS.
I'll rip mine out so they can't track it if I don't make my payments.
All of them have GPS, right? So all of our cars were screwed, and they know exactly what car we're in 20 minutes after because they pulled up here and your car is gone and they find that out because the other person, like you said, is ratting you out. So you've got your phone on you Googling things
non-extradite
and you
country.
don't think that they're going to find you.
Let's see
That's a
here.
bad plan.
Then what's
You'd have to get on a bicycle and just ride away from here and just
Ride
go hide
away.
somewhere,
No,
and then bide your time, and then make your launch. Steal a car.
GTA.
Here's what I would do. Well, here's the beginning of what I would do. I would tell you guys bye. I'd wave. I'd ask you if you had any cash on you. If you did, appreciate it. I'd go get in my car. I'd drive to QT. That's about 4 minutes of my time used. Okay? As soon as I get to QT, I'm going to walk past somebody else's truck that's parked at the gas pumps, right? I'm going to toss my phone in the back of it. So it looks like I'm traveling a different way. They're at the gas station, so they're obviously driving. So they're going to go somewhere that's not where I'm at. Okay?
Well, you're in your car.
I drove my car there, and it's going to I'm going to leave from there.
You got to let him finish. Let him finish.
I'm diverting attention.
Okay.
Diverting attention, right? From here. I'm taking it to QT. So then once I put my phone in the bed of somebody's truck, they don't know. They're just going to drive it away. Cops are going to go that way. I'm going to go into the bathroom after I hit the ATM and pull out as much money as I can. So yeah, they know that I'm there. They see what I look like. Then I'm going to go into the bathroom. The first poor soul that walks in there, I'm knocking him unconscious. I'm going to take some of the cleaning supplies out of the little QT bucket thing that they push around. I'm going to bleach my hair in the toilet. I'm going to take his keys. I'm just going to go walk around the parking lot until I find his vehicle, and I'm going to start going towards the other big city just west of us. And as soon as I get there, I'll trade cars. And I'm going north, not
Smart
south.
plan, though.
You're going north
I'm going north.
to Canada?
Canada?
Yeah, border's easier.
Why would you want to go south instead of north, though, really?
Warmer.
Everybody,
warmer.
we are south.
Yeah.
So if they lose track of me and they think that I'm going to get out of the country, where are they going? They're going south.
But
They're
if
going to
you
that
go,
border,
but if you
south
go
border.
Canada and get caught in Canada, I mean, they're just gonna give you right back.
Canada's
right?
just my jumping point.
Oh, okay.
Canada's just my way out.
No goodbye text to the wife and kids.
No, you can't do that.
Wow. Just
I mean, you
straight
make-
gone.
Just got to go.
You
You
have
just
to
gotta
be.
go.
This is part of it.
All right.
I can't give them a 30-minute explanation on the phone. I'm arrested by that point.
Do you like mail a postcard?
At one of your stop-off points,
You can't do that. It's tracked. Everything's tracked. If I get to Canada and I'm like, hey babe, miss you and the kids, love you guys, and it freaking comes from Canada, they're gonna be like, okay, well this dude went to Canada, let's track that.
you'd have to be planning on leaving Canada if you were going to do that.
Yeah, but it would be much better if I was planning on leaving Canada and I didn't tip them off to where to look. It's like that where in the world is Carmen Sandiego thing. Like, you already want to be 6 steps down the line before they figure out where you stepped next.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you tell them, now they just caught up steps. Like, you want to get as far ahead as possible until you're in a country where you cannot be extradited.
Right.
So,
I mean, it makes sense. It's a good plan. Way better than mine.
Way better than mine.
Yeah.
I'm googling.
I was going to just go gun blazing. But
I
if
just
we're
need
talking about
to
here-
leave my phone behind, but yeah. And I just wanted to steal his car just because you all stole my car. And, you know.
I just wanted his car.
nobody wants my car. It's just a mom car.
I have your car.
I know.
But you got the more Section 8 rims.
It's true.
I'll tell you what's pretty crazy is I just straight up went talking about guns and you don't have any here. I looked like a kind of a dumbass, honestly, because I was figuring that we're talking about like if you're at your
who
house.
said I didn't? Who said I didn't
Yeah,
have
you
guns?
don't
Who
have.
said he didn't
You
have
don't think he
guns?
has guns?
Well, I don't know.
I just asked if you had guns.
Well, I'm just saying, I was just thinking from my
I
perspective,
mean, I would.
like
I
if
could,
I was at my house.
I could lend him a gun.
I don't need your guns. I was
Well,
thinking I was at my house.
You were still in my car, so you're getting my gun. I mean,
Oh yeah, I'm not touching it. It's probably a little 22 pistol. What is that gonna do? Put down a raccoon, little squirrel.
We got to eat, right? You
Gotta
can't
eat.
buy food if you don't have any cash.
I mean, I guess you're right. I strangle things barehanded. Don't need them.
Really?
wow.
Yeah, no comment, Mac. Just stay quiet. please.
I'm not gonna say anything.
You strangle things, huh?
Strangle things barehanded.
Yep.
They call it the.
I see why they call you beef.
Beef
Beef.
stinks. Makes me sick. I smell beef.
Well,
Ding, ding, ding.
ding, 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 folks. Okay.
Are you ready for this?
Let's see
What?
here.
This question.
What question?
He's about to do a WWE
Oh.
question.
Yeah, that's fine.
Gentlemen, whose finishing move used to be called the FU, but had to be changed due to be kid friendly on the show?
What do you know this one too?
Mm-hmm.
Don't know it.
Don't know it at all?
Don't know it.
Come on. Just
So I'm sure Mateo has the answer, but let me ask you this question.
go ahead.
Do you know the finisher, the AA, the attitude adjustment?
I've heard them, but I can't put the names.
That's what it got changed to, from FU
Really?
to AA.
Pretty mainstream. Mainstream.
You usually hear it on
Like
the
Stone
overhead
Cold
announcement
shit.
tonight.
You hear it on the overhead announcement, is what Denbow just said.
You play so many different things over the announcement. Though.
But what's the one he plays?
Dun, dun, dun,
Yeah, it's either John.
No, this one.
It's like he plays John Cena. He plays the Randy Orton one. He plays the Stone Cold Steve Austin one. He plays several. So like I've heard
I'm not
them.
even a
obviously.
wrestling guy.
I think he.
It's John Cena. I know it by now as soon as he did
There
that.
you go.
But I'm just saying.
Okay. John Cena. Okay, let's go. Let's go ahead and lay the smackdown on him.
Oh,
Do it.
Better be good.
Do it. There you go.
dear Lord.
It had a whiff to it.
That was better.
All
You
right,
gotta
so
be
the-
more of a man with it.
Still
What do you mean?
disappointing.
I
but
just
better.
It's just a tortilla.
I smacked the shit out of
The
it.
next one will have a little bit, should be a little more opportunistic.
Zesty.
I think it's the beard that kind of creates a little bit of a cushion.
Let's see.
No, you back up with that shit. I don't trust you with it.
I don't trust
See?
you either. You smacked the crap out
It's
of me.
not the beard slowing
Well,
it
no,
down.
hey, listen, I saw you slap him on one of your first episodes.
Yeah,
so-
we actually slapped
No,
each
you
other.
had way different
No.
tortillas. Those things you bought
They
at
were
a brick store.
massive.
Brick tortillas.
And they
That
were
first
big.
one laid into my jawbone. I was
It
like,
literally
"Ooh."
sounded like a brick.
Maybe.
That's why
I didn't think a tortilla could feel like this.
that's why I said I didn't want to
This
try
right
those
here.
tortillas.
Well, essentially, in the end, when it's all said and done, what I'm getting at is working together as a team. Team spirit. So,
Team spirit.
like, I'm pretty sure, like, you and I'd be on a team.
Yeah.
They'd be on a team, and we just got to figure things out.
Yeah, for sure.
So, what do you think about us putting that to the test, though?
I like that concept. The teamwork concept.
All right, then. Well, in that case, we're going to issue a gentleman's challenge.
Dun dun dun.
Gentleman's challenge.
The season finale gentleman's challenge.
Yeah, bringing it home. Okay, so today's gentleman's challenge is going to be team versus team. Myself and JD Denbow versus Shades and Mateo.
Let's get it done.
What we're doing is we're going to split into our teams, and within those teams, we're going to have a brain, and JD and I have decided that JD is going to be our brain, and we are going to have a brawn, which will be me. For Team B, what's
Team
your
B,
team name?
huh?
What's your team name? Team Gentleman versus what?
Team beef.
Team Beef.
Team beef.
Beef. All
Team
right.
Beef. Who's your brain, Team Beef?
That's gonna
Shades.
be
Shades
over
is going to
here.
be the brain of this operation.
Shades.
So Mateo, you're going to be the brawn.
Yep.
Okay, so we've got a brains versus bronze relay race. This is how it's going to work. We're going to run a leg of brawn, followed by a leg of brain, and then it's going to keep going back and forth until we've completed the entire obstacle course. Basically, whoever starts, they tap their teammate in. We're going to have physical endurance, followed by puzzles, followed by physical endurance, followed by puzzles, back and forth until we finally determine who the better men are.
And that's who we were trying to be.
It's all about that beef.
Beef.
Welcome to today's course where the grass is vibrant green, the skies are vivid blue, and the sun shines oh so brightly. To make it a perfect day for A gentleman's challenge. Today's challenge will be a 9-event relay race that will begin at the rally point here at Three Pines. It looks like Team Braun are gearing up for the first event, the 1.5-mile foot race. And the boys look ready to go here at the starting point. And they're off. It looks like Mac has taken a slight lead over Mateo, but only just a little. Team Gentleman maintaining the first place spot. Team Beef seems to be keeping a good pace just behind Team Gentleman.
A few moments later.
On the return leg of the race, it appears that Mac has gained some distance over Mateo. Mateo still keeping pace, making sure he does not tire out too soon. Could he have a plan in play for the long game? Mac approaches the finish line, where JD will prepare to receive the tag from his partner and begin event number 2. The tag is made. JD representing the brains portion for event 2, the arithmetic test. The arithmetic test will consist of determining the values for greater than, lesser than, or equal. Today, every single test, quiz, or puzzles will have a 10-minute time limit. If the time limit expires, we move on to the next event. Though he is not a mathematician, JD does enjoy your basic math. This plays to his strengths for basic addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Thankfully, no algebra was involved, proving once again we did not need this skill as adults as they claimed in high school. Representing the brains for Team Beef, Shades, awaits the tag as Mateo finishes. The tag is made. And Shades now enters event number 2, the arithmetic test. Mateo will take advantage of this time and rest up for the event number 3. It looks as though JD has made significant progress on his arithmetic test, while Dylan seems to be just getting started. Mateo continuing to rest up for event number 3. JD has wrapped up his arithmetic test and will turn it into the judge for grading. Mac anxiously awaits for the confirmation. The math checks out, and the tag has been made for Team Gentleman. Mac now begins event number 3 with the deadlift at 135 pounds. 10 reps are required. That'll about do it for the deadlift. Mac moves on to the triple threats, starting with the flutter kicks. 10 reps are required at a 4 count of each. Moving on to the Hello Dollies. 10 reps are required at a 4 count of each. We now move on to the final exercise for the triple threats, the leg lift. 10 reps for the 4 count of each are required. Mateo begins his deadlift at 135 pounds. 10 reps required. Mac enters the final exercise for event number 3, the mountain climber. 10 reps at a 4 count for each are required. Mateo finishes his deadlift and is now moving on to the next portion for the triple threat, starting with flutter kicks. The tag is made for Team Gentleman. JD will now enter event number 4. This seems puzzling. The children's book title emoji quiz, where you must determine the book title based on the emojis. Seems simple, correct? Mateo, about to wrap up the triple threat portion with the leg lift, is now moving into the mountain climbers. Seems to be having a bit of trouble with his shoes today. Using his brains, he forgoes the shoes and continues the mountain climbers. Mountain climbers are done. Tag is made for Team Beef. Shades takes over and begins his emoji quiz. Mateo will utilize his time well and recoup. Matt comes to check on the competitors for the emoji quiz. While simple and fun looking, the quiz itself is not as easy as it looks, as JD and Dylan have not read too many children's books since childhood. There are a few obvious answers though. Can they finish the challenge before the time limit expires? Let's check in on their progress. Both seem to be struggling a bit. For this quiz, you are allowed to have 8 correct answers and you'll be allowed to move on. JD turns his paperwork in to see if he can pull it off early. There were not enough correct answers to move on from the round. The brains seem to be struggling as they are unable to ascertain all of the information required. What appears to frustrate the brains of the challenge are some of the answers do seem rather obvious, but seems to escape their minds. JD has come to the conclusion that he will not be able to answer the required amount to finish, so he waits the clock out. The time limit has been reached and the tag is made for Team Gentleman. Mac begins the fourth event with the karaoke run. The karaoke running drill is a rather fun exercise to watch. Almost playful in nature as the competitor goes from a run to an almost dance-like move. This karaoke running drill will require 3 reps. As Mac makes that last stretch look fantastic, JD prepares for the tag. The tag is made and JD will move on to the next event. Meanwhile, Shade seems to have reached the same conclusion as JD, to wait out the clock. JD receives his paperwork for event number 6, which will be the 5th grade science exam. Is JD smarter than your average 5th grader? Time will tell. The clock has run out for Shades as Team Beef mates the tag. Mateo on his way to begin the karaoke run. JD relives memory lane as he once enjoyed the subject of science in school. Mateo is showing off his dance skills with the run karaoke. Did he get enough rest for the 3 reps required? Time will tell. It seems Mateo's tank is out of gas as he makes his 3rd karaoke run. Or walk. Looks like JD is about wrapped up with his science exam. Mateo summons what remaining energy he has into the last karaoke run. Or walk. Mateo coming in hot for the tag. The tag is made for Team Beef. It looks like Shades is off to a good start, while JD has completed his exam. The judge reviewing his paperwork thoroughly. JD decides to pose for the camera as he waits for the final grade. And it looks like an A+. Mac makes the tag as he begins 25 shoulder presses at 25 pounds. Mateo regaining his strength as Shades continues the exam. Matt completes the shoulder presses and will move on to 25 jumping jacks. JD offers his teammate a little motivation. That'll wrap it up for the jumping jacks, and Mac will now begin the first of 3 types of lat raises. Starting with the side lat raises. 10 reps required for each. Feeling the burn of his workout, he now moves into the downward front lat raises. Mac begins the upward front lat raises. That'll wrap it up for event number 6 as JD extends his hand for the tag. Tag is made for Team Gentleman. Shades turns in his science exam for grading. Unfortunately, there were some wrong answers. JD encourages him to continue. The final portion for the brains of the event will now begin with event number 8, the word plexer puzzle. Just makes your brain hurt, doesn't it? That'll about wrap it up for the 5th grade science exam from Shades. While the judge reviews the paperwork, Shades takes a moment to confer with his teammate Mateo. Looks like Shades makes the passing grade and tags Mateo in for event number 7. Mateo will now begin his 25 shoulder presses. Shades enjoys a quick breather while JD contemplates the word plexer puzzle. Wrapping up the shoulder presses, Mateo will now give us 25 jumping jacks. Mateo with the side lats. The downward front. And now the upward front. That'll conclude event number 7 for Team Beef. Mateo makes the tag. Shades now begins the word plexer puzzle. To answer each puzzle, you must figure out what word the puzzle is trying to convey to you. Shades off to a good start. JD racking his brain to solve the puzzles. I mean, look at this. It's enough to drive somebody insane. They are pretty clever, though. You have your simple ones like crossroads, and your not so simple ones like high chair. Let's see where the brains take it from here. Mac watches closely, silently encouraging his teammate. Like number 17 says, mind over matter. We got this, boys. Trust me when I say the struggle is real. The struggle is frustrating. But once in a while, an answer comes to you. In the final minutes of event number 8 for Team Gentleman, it has become increasingly clear to Mac that JD may not finish this before the time limit. Team Gentleman is at a standstill and will now run out the clock. Although he is disappointed he could not finish, he is encouraged that Team Gentleman has a slight time lead going into the final event. The time has expired, the tag is made, and the final event begins. The quarter-mile farmer's walk. Mac will carry 50 pounds of weight for a quarter mile during the farmer's walk. Seeing how far ahead Mac is, Shades decides to run out the clock, as the word plexer puzzle is just too perplexing. Mateo sees this as he turned towards JD to concede to Team Gentleman. His reasoning says he will never be able to catch Mac in the final event. So, why bother? Conceding seems to be the easier choice. To him, it seemed the gentleman thing to do. JD did not think that Mac would feel the same way, and he encourages Mateo to go ahead and make the tag since the clock has run out for Shades. The tag is made, but Mateo stays put, waiting to greet Mac on his return. Mac is on his last stretch for the quarter-mile farmer's walk. Victory is close at hand for Team Gentleman. As he passes JD, he is informed of Mateo's concession. As he crosses the finish line, it would appear the challenge was over and that Team Gentleman was victorious. Mac had other ideas, but what happened next was truly surprising. Team Gentleman decided to walk with Mateo on the final event for Team Beef, walking together in solidarity. Mac offering words of encouragement along the way. Trying to give Mateo the mental strength to continue. The mental strength to push on. It was at that moment that Shades realized his teammate needed him as well. Dylan was not going to let Mateo fail. Not today. Though the challenge was over, there was still something left to prove. Something left to show the world that even though they are lesser men, their hearts were big, their wills were strong, and on this day, they would finish. Today, we walked in solidarity with Mateo. Together, we crossed the finish line as gentlemen. It was glorious. Yeah. Well, that will conclude the comeuppance for the lesser men who took it like men.
Absolute champions.
Shit hurt a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, but
I'm not gonna lie. it
we're
hurt a lot.
all good. We're all good.
Yeah, you look good.
I love the pain.
I'm glad we chose the backs and not the front.
Oh, no joke.
Yeah, that was a good choice by you guys.
I actually wanted the forehead, but that's not allowed.
The front.
I was
The
kidding.
We can
front?
test it again later.
No, I'm
I
not
think-
doing it today.
I think
If you wanted a
same
tattoo, yes.
spots on my front. You're only getting 3. I'm out after 3.
He's got
on the front.
Yeah, Mateo has to protect his one good asset. So
That's
Yeah.
right.
His
well,
remaining
actually,
asset.
if you line up the cheek, if you're missing the left one, it would have not hit anything.
It would have been right. It would have been okay.
It wouldn't have hit anything.
No.
Besides
yeah.
skin, wrinkly skin,
Yeah.
Anyways,
old satin bubble gum.
anyway, so yeah.
I'd have missed the Vienna sausage.
In retrospect, Mac was kind of noticing the marker was firing a little hot. So
Yep.
there it is.
After shot 1.
But
But we didn't fix it.
I took 20 shots.
I think I took like 7 or 8, 9.
I think a total of 3, 2 down low, 1 in the cheek, 5 in the back. Something like that.
I don't know. I just unloaded my balls all over you. So
Yeah.
My whole back. I don't know. Just there's no back left. It's gone.
He's used to
Pretty
getting
bad.
things rained on his back.
Ooh.
That's we're not gonna
Sus.
talk about that.
Sus.
Alrighty,
Let's just
well.
daze it in with why.
Okay, well, since the gum was running hot, these comments are hot. Let's go to the hot take.
Nice.
Nice.
Hot shooting paintball guns. That really upsets me. But other than that, we're pretty good.
Policies-
I got this one. If we're going hot takes on restaurants that have done you dirty, IHOP. I know we've been to IHOP and we always had a great time, after late night at work. There's times I've been to the IHOP and it's the same one every time. The one next to the movie theater off of 69. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Dude, out of forks, out of knives, out of pancakes, out of orange juice. How you run out of that stuff on New Year's Eve? It's not even like it's like a International Pancake Day. It's
So the International House of Pancakes was out of pancakes.
it's all
I mean, don't scoff
straws.
at that. People that do chicken run out of chicken. People that do burgers run out of burgers. I
man.
mean, there's all Taco Bell
What
ran
about
out
straws?
of meat.
Straws?
I could see straws. The one thing that
It's
annoys
happened to
me
me.
is I went to an IHOP one time and they gave me dirty silverware at IHOP.
I
I've
would
had that.
never.
And I was like, yo, you guys got to clean this better. And then they bring me another fork and she just hands it to me. And I look at it.
Unsheath?
Unsheathed.
Oh,
and she just
no.
hands it to me and says, here's a different fork. And I look at it and the tines are like bent together. And I'm like, what is
Just-
this a joke?
I'm telling you, it's crazy stuff like that. Like, I'm not huge on drinking out of the glass at restaurants. I like to have the straw to have the disconnect, from the however many 100 mouths have touched that glass.
I always take my straw out when they refill my cup. I don't let them take the straw.
I don't let them take the straw either. It's happened 3 or 4 times now here lately. They either they run out of straws. I was at Texas Roadhouse with my significant other, and they didn't have straws, and she really won't drink from cups without straws. So she started bringing her own straw to places, and
That's
I was
wild.
like, it was a little wild. They have paper straws. Paper straws
my gosh.
infuriate me. It's so much so that anytime we go somewhere,
Paper
if my girlfriend sees there's paper straws, she just pops the lid off and hands it to me. If it's like at the zoo, we go to the zoo sometimes, and I just hate paper straws. I understand, but I'm not gonna throw that straw into the ground. I'm gonna put it in the trash like a normal person, and I understand that trash might somehow make it to the sea, but paper straws are a no-go for me. That is my hot.
It's like a condensed toilet paper roll.
Exactly, and then it
That's what it
melts.
tastes like too.
Yes, and
Yeah.
it melts. It melts whenever you're just sitting there drinking from it, and you're like, okay, now my straw is broken half. What now?
Yeah,
So
it's
like a veggie straw.
It's
Yeah,
like
it's
soggy.
like-
It's
it's
like
like-
soggy up top. It's like
Like a veggie
what
straw
am I
if you use that.
Yes, it's like drinking through a veggie straw.
And that's why you should never drink the water at IHOP.
Yeah, don't drink the water at IHOP.
Always
dirty
drink the water at
IHOP
IHOP.
Paper-
Natural selection.
Big time.
Dirty IHOP water.
big
Build your
deal.
immune system.
I had some toilet tasting IHOP water one time when I went. It was terrible. I just don't eat there anymore.
The funniest IHOP story that I can think of is when we had a coworker go into IHOP and they walk him out. They always bring out the pitcher
Oh my.
of coffee and set it down, and they give you glasses,
Oh Lord.
mugs, but they just bring him. He was the only one. They bring him a mug, pre-filled from the back, and he's like, "What is that?" And they're like, "It's your coffee, sir." He's like, "Where's the pitcher?" They're like, I'll go get it for you." He's like, "But what's that?" They're like, "We poured it for you." He's like, "In the back? And you brought it out here? I'm not drinking that." And they were just like, he's like, "I'm serious. I'm not drinking that."
It was
Like,
so awkward.
It was
I'm
hella
surprised.
awkward.
I'm surprised he didn't double fish hook them in the face, rip their
But-
face off.
Yeah.
But he let him know. He's like, "I don't want you to pour it. I want you to bring the little thingy,
The little pitcher.
and I want you to put it on the table, and I'll pour my own coffee. Thank you."
This is the same guy, this coworker. This is the same guy that was petting his dog, his pug, and the eyeball
has
just
a
fell
pug?
out. Yeah, he has a
Yeah.
pug.
And the eyeball just fell
The
out. I've
eyeball
not
fell
heard this
out.
story.
So yeah, we'll have to get him on the show to elaborate. But yeah, he's petting this pug, and then he's just watching TV, and I also he just felt something wet and dangling. He looks down, it was his eyeball. He goes, "What the?" And he tosses the dog out of instinct because it's like his eye was hanging out. And so the pug is, he lands, he's okay, but he's just sitting there like shocked, and it's just he calls the vet. And the vet didn't think anything of it. They're just like, "Oh, yeah, that's a common thing with pugs. Just go ahead and just put it back in." He goes, "I ain't putting that back in. I'm going to bring him to you."
And you can put it back in.
Exactly. But apparently pugs have this weird orbital bone, the eye socket. It just, when they relax, the eyes get loose. You know how crazy pugs look.
Yeah, no
They can
offense
fall
to
right
our
out.
coworker, but pugs are
So
just.
he must have been just like massaging him to sleep, and
yeah, and
he
he
just,
just
was he was
relaxed his
feeling
eye
good.
out.
I love you.
He just dropped his eyeball.
That
was
is
a funny
that is
story.
absolutely terrible. I'm not even gonna lie to you. If I had a dog,
You have dogs.
Yeah, but my dogs will never have their eyes do
My
that. Or if they
dog.
do, they're definitely not gonna be living with me.
Is
What
17.
if you walked in your
Wow.
door and the dog's eyes were just both dangling and like hitting each other?
Yeah, it looks
I'm
like
out.
Like,
I'm going back to work.
We gotta put it down.
gotta put it down.
I'm not touching.
You put
that.
them back in, but they're the wrong eye, wrong side.
Oh, that's.
You could definitely notice
I just my
freaking
dog.
cords running over the nose.
Looking like spaghetti.
Looks like he's
man.
wearing sunglasses.
You got an eye booger in there? Oh, that's not an eye booger.
Let me just pop your eye out and grab that real quick. Put it back in.
That's terrible.
No, my dog. The weird thing he does is
He's 17.
he's 17 years old.
Wow.
He'll just have a seizure, but then be perfectly fine.
My dog does that. Corbin.
Since he was like 5, just he'll pop down on the ground, start seizing, pop right back up. You go get him some water.
Yeah.
I don't know how long we got left with him, but he's
Probably not
still
long.
kicking. He's just kicking.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this dog's gonna live forever.
Yeah. Corbin's 13, and he's been doing the same thing for 6 or 7 years now. And it'll mess him up for about 15 minutes, and then he's good.
Yeah, it's
So-
crazy.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Okay. Ding, ding, ding.
Ready for the last one?
Well, I might
Or-
have 3, best
Oh.
of 3 here.
Best of
Best
three.
of
I got
three.
the best of my
'Cause
back.
I
right
think
now.
we're gonna get a.
my
I got the
back's
best
on
of my
fire.
back right now.
What pay-per-view event features 30 men battle royal over the top challenge to become the number one
We
contender
both know this.
Yeah.
at WrestleMania?
The Royal Rumble.
Go ahead.
I'm going to assume that you knew.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that-
he
we
did.
kinda both
We
looked at each
both
other.
knew. We both knew.
We both started smiling. We
both
both knew
knew.
that one.
Who was the manager for Brock Lesnar?
I know this one.
What's his name? I know exactly. Paul
Yeah,
Heyman.
yeah.
Ding, ding, ding. All right. Who was the master of the ankle lock?
This is my
Kurt
this,
Angle,
Yeah.
maybe?
All right, here we go.
Who I wanted to grow up to be because he was a real Olympic.
Yeah,
Olympic
singlets
wrestler.
are your thing. We all know.
Whose nickname was the Cerebral Assassin?
Espa something. I don't know.
No, it's
That one I do not know.
hang on. It's Randy Orton or Cerebral Assassin. I know this.
You can hear JR saying it, can't you?
Yeah. It's not Randy Orton.
5,
I don't know.
4. That would be Triple H. Who's the American badass?
American Badass.
That might
Can
be.
I guess it first?
That might be a little older than us.
Yeah, that one
but-
sounds a little out of
But
our
I believe it is the Undertaker.
That-
like when he rode the chopper.
He wasn't dead yet, but he's also the American badass again now. So
he is now.
who is the Brahma Bull?
That's the Rock.
There we go. All right, guys. And finally, who was the Doctor of Thugonomics?
I know this one.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know nothing about thugonomics. You go ahead. You go ahead.
It was his original debut against Kurt Angle. No, it wasn't, because he came out. He didn't have
Probably
that
John
persona
Cena.
yet.
Right,
But
it's
his
the same person.
second persona was the Doctor of Thugonomics. It's John Cena.
I just said that just a second ago.
I didn't hear you.
I said it's probably John Cena.
It was It's when he did his rap thing, and
If you don't believe me, we can go back and listen to the voice recording. I definitely said it.
All right, final one. Let's see here.
can you hear me breathing in the mic?
Just sticking. The paint's still sticking.
The team of Evolution, the faction, the stable Evolution, consisted of
I
what
got it.
four wrestlers?
I got
Dylan?
it. Easy.
Go ahead. I don't know.
Randy Orton, Ric Flair, Batista, and Randy Orton, Ric Flair, Batista.
Probably Edge.
No, it wasn't, because it was three old guys and
Well, you just said two young.
well, they made Randy Orton the champion. Woo! Is it Triple H? No. Yes, it is. No.
You're late for his facial expression.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Who is it?
It was Randy. I'm kidding. It was Triple H.
Yeah. Okay.
So fine. Here's a Dylan one.
He's been a part of some great groups.
Exclusively Dylan.
Triple H?
DX Evolution. Okay.
DX sucked.
They
Sorry.
did not.
They sucked.
They did
I
not.
did not like him. Yeah, I like
Whose
Shawn
theme song was the cult 80s rock hit, The Cult of Personality?
What, CM Punk or something like that?
Ding, 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 ding.
Did you see his UFC?
Yes.
Terrible.
Terrible. Hey,
He got paid a lot of money. I thought his second showing he might have
He did a little better.
a little better.
He did a little
I
better.
thought he was actually going to maybe go a little further, but now he got taken
I
down.
honestly had high hopes, but then it didn't
He
work
made
out.
a lot of money, though.
He did a lot more money than I'm gonna see.
So $1 million
Are you-
worth of butt whooping.
Are you into UFC?
Probably not as much as Mac is, but I know the names.
We got-
and I've seen fights.
So, who's the GOAT?
Current?
All time.
John Jones.
GOAT.
John Jones.
John Jones.
John Jones.
Okay.
I
No,
knew
just
that one.
making sure everybody knows.
Everybody knows
he's-
John Jones.
I think I've said it on this podcast before. He has problems. He has problems, obviously.
Everybody has problems.
But at the end of the day, pound for pound, he's a freaking mammoth. So
You ready for it?
Let him keep going.
Keep going. But it's gonna be after you get done. Keep going.
You're not smacking me with
I'm
that.
smacking the piss out of you with it. You just made me take 20 shots to my back. You're getting slapped with a
Well,
tortilla.
okay, if on a technicality, we never did really have a, you got one answer wrong on the wrestling, and he got one wrong.
That's true.
So let's just get that knocked out. One each. Dylan, this is one for the money. I'm going to remove the mic back.
I ain't gonna use two. That's
You can just swing the arm somewhere. That's fine.
yeah. Swing the arms back a little bit. You wanna go first or me?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Which way are you going?
Which way you want it? Which way you want it?
Oh, okay.
Just like
Okay.
Dukes of Hazzard, baby.
Okay.
All right. There you go.
Oh.
That was a pretty solid.
I don't know.
That was a pretty solid slap. Oh, you don't like that slap? That slap wasn't good enough.
Dude,
I didn't like Dylan's.
I ripped it.
What?
I didn't like Shades.
It was a little.
Shades was way weaker,
I
considering
didn't- I
that
didn't
he's
wanna
taken
see-
8 slaps to the face.
See,
finally.
I don't want to swing my
Considering
arm out
he
too far.
took like 12 more bullets.
That is true.
He might be too weak.
See,
With
I'm
those
just
little
I'm just
170 pound.
Nah, hey, listen,
171.
Hey, listen. I don't want to hurt the little guy. He had a bad day of losing us the
Oh.
game, and
Yeah.
obviously we both know who took more shots and who handled it better. So that's all I gotta say.
But I will say you had some pretty good dance moves, Mateo.
You need me to. Oh, yeah? Is that right?
Hi, yi, yi, yi.
Would you like a pat on the back there, Dylan?
You pat my back. I'll
Sorry.
pat yours.
Shades. Okay.
I'll pat you right here.
Do not pat me right there.
He'll pat you in the back. Mm.
Just don't call him coach.
Pillow talk.
They got to watch the
coach.
video first fully before they can listen to this.
So you're not ready for this yet. All right, well that will conclude the hot takes. Just have integrity. Don't go to IHOP, and don't eat crickets.
And stay away from stale tortillas because that shit doesn't work.
I think overall we had a pretty solid episode, gentlemen.
Solid episode. Great into the season.
Yeah, because I think it was just a nice, laid back, basic shooting of the shit, which is what we do. You'll get a little bit in the mindset of who you are. I think that was a really interesting journey. Like, I think I know you better than in the past few years that I've known you. So deeper. We're deeper.
Brethren.
Me and you are not brethren.
Brethren. Do not.
You're okay.
Come on, Team Beef.
Team
beef.
Team beef.
Mateo,
Smells like beef.
I've been wanting to get on the show for a while myself because, you're a pretty good conversationalist. And,
I got some crazy things I can say sometimes.
oh, man. Some of the craziest. A lot of times you're working in the office and I'm in my office doing my thing, and I just turn around and go, I'll look back. Wow.
My favorite thing is when he wheels himself through the doors to say something that he thinks we should all hear.
I just want.
He got that
Men
shit
can
from
wear
me.
purses, right?
No, they
No,
No.
they're not purses.
it's definitely
fanny
a purse.
pack.
Are you talking about panty packs? I think it's a
Fanny
satchel.
No, no. It's like a fanny
good
pack
with
that
the
goes across
satchel?
your shoulder.
Oh, I've seen those.
It's a merce. You like reach into it like this and pull out your money. It's a purse.
Okay, you're doing it very.
Don't
feminine.
tourists use that a lot when they go
They do.
overseas? I've heard. So, but yeah, overall, good episode, good takes, good, great challenge. Team gentlemen,
The consequences that came with that challenge.
man.
Finally, freaking.
You said you
sealed
wanted
the
to.
deal.
You said when Perry was on here that you for the rest of the season you're looking to put guests in the ground.
Yeah, I think we put him in the ground. I think that's a fair statement.
So
Probably a pretty fair statement.
Well-
No, I wouldn't say put me in the ground, but I definitely did not win.
You were a team.
No, you caused us to lose.
Team beef.
No.
Team beef.
Smells like beef.
there we go.
Does smell like
There we
beef.
go. The unity. We're here for the unity. As we are for the unity with us and our audience. Nice segue, huh? Mm-hmm. So
segue.
we here at Gentleman's Take would like to thank each and every one of you for participating and commenting and just enjoying the show and allowing us to do it for you.
Yeah.
It was a good time. It was a really good time. So we're going to wrap up this season. We've got some wonderful things planned over the summer and some good stuff planned for season 2. And my question is, Mateo, did you have a good time?
I had a great time, actually.
You did?
Yeah,
Good.
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 I would definitely do this again sometime.
Look at that.
Knee shots and everything.
Knee shots and everything. Well, maybe not the knee shots, but Dylan.
Yeah, I definitely had a good time. It was pretty good getting out of the house, away from the girl. No offense, babe.
It was
Yeah.
just good doing something on a Saturday besides laying around like I usually do after
Yeah, sleeping all day.
sleeping
yeah,
all day.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Felt good to get up on time.
Yeah.
Can be great.
Worked out perfectly, honestly.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for the laughs. May or may not have pissed myself. Other than that, I think we're going to go ahead and sign off here. Again, we'd like to thank all of you for participating with us, and we hope you enjoy your summer. And stay gentlemanly. Stay tuned to the channel. We'll have some surprises dropping on occasion with some extra clips, deleted conversations, blooper reels, more of Dylan's muscles, and yeah.
170 pounds.
We're trying to get you some subscribers for us, so
Good luck with that.
indeed, sir. Other than that, I think after everything that transpired on today's episode, I think everything that transpired the entire season definitely came together to form a perfect take.
Or a gentleman's take.
True gentleman.
Indeed. Indeed.
It was a pleasure.
Gentlemen.
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 Gentlemen. Gentlemen.
Gentlemen.
Gentlemen.
Here's to you, gentlemen.
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 Gentlemen, signore.
Gentlemen.
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 Gentlemen, here's to you.
And that's a wrap.
Until we meet again, be sure to sit back, sip some bourbon,
Smoke a stogie.
and appreciate the finer things in life.
Cheers.
I drank all mine. We're out.
Post victory whiskey.
The Audience Take.
We want to hear from you.
Any suggestions or requests for future takes, challenges, comeuppance, or criticisms, please email us at AGentlemansTakePodcast@gmail.com.
Don't forget to check out our Twitter and Instagram pages for exclusive content.